So, this message is definitely not going to be for everyone, but I do trust and I'm setting the intention that if you are here, it is meant for you. But again, I just have to say that, this is not for everyone. So, use your own intuition, use your discernment if this resonates with you. Again, it's not for everyone. Before we get into it, I do want to say thank you so much. I reached 501 subscribers from the last time I just checked, which honestly I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful that you're here and that my messages are resonating with you because truly I am doing this for like my collective, for the people that really resonate with what I have to say and what comes through to me, because truly I do, like, my intention is to work with the divine and to deliver these messages that you guys need to hear, because sometimes I feel like some of you know these messages, but it's nice to have a confirmation, and I get it. I'm like that as well. Sometimes, like, I feel this, but can I just get a mirror? Can I get a mirror from somebody else to just confirm what I'm feeling? And this is essentially what I'm doing. And I know this will grow and evolve because that is my intention as well. And yeah, when I first started my channel, it's funny, it was like years ago. And like, I came from a different place. I was also talking about different things. Um, but it's really interesting because when I think back to that version of myself, she was very different. Um, and when I restarted this, I literally had no intention of, like, I didn't know what was going to happen with this channel. Like, I was just like, well, let's see. This was like one of those doors I was knocking on. I'm like, if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then that's okay too, because I know I'm being guided to the path that is meant for me. So if this works, great. And again, if it doesn't, then that's fine too. Uh, just because I trust that I'm being guided to the right path for me. Anyway, so again, if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Truly, I'm really grateful. It's been really um, nice to see, like, that the energy that I'm putting out there is coming back. So it's really nice. Anyway, if you're here, this is because the message is about divine union, divine sacred union, divine sacred love. So I actually have been feeling into this for quite some time now. And I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen anybody else really talk about it. I mean, maybe there are, and I just haven't come across um, that video yet. But I started to feel called to really talk about this. So there is a shift happening. I do believe the collective that I call in, you guys know this. You guys know that there's a shift happening. You've been aware of all the illusions and all the deception in front of you and in society. And you've always kind of been outcast, right? Because you see through the lies. And you know that we are in a time where there's a lot of change happening in the world. um, there's a lot of chaos being thrown our way. But I do feel like you are one of those spiritual warriors where you knew this was going to happen at this time and you came to anchor the harmony of Earth so that the collective can easily move through this transitional period of time of the upheaval into more harmony. Like, you are doing this whether you know this or you don't, whether you're aware of it or you don't, you're doing it energetically. And I did a channeled message about that, I don't know, maybe a few days ago or a week ago, talking about how you like anchor in timelines and frequency. So if you watch that video and you're here, this is totally meant for you. If you haven't and you resonate with what I just said, I highly recommend to go watch that video because that was really, really good. Um, yeah, so you're aware that there's like change and upheaval happening in the world. And I feel like the last few months and the last, I want to say 2 to 3 years, even 4, but especially the last 2 or 3 years, you could have dissolved a relationship that you were in. Like you felt like it was complete and it dissolved. Either it was you walking away from it, most likely it was you because you are so highly in tuned and you feel when the energy is complete. But if it was the other person, again, it was just meant to happen that way. But most likely it was you or it was mutual, right? But yeah, so the last like 2 to 3 years, whatever relationship you are in dissolved. And it dissolved because there's like this big shift going on. And the relationship that you are in was no longer serving for the highest good. At least not the current dynamic that you are in with that individual. So for some of you, you're entering like a brand new relationship with a person you've never met. And for others, you are coming back into union with someone, but it's another person who actually has also done work on themselves, like actual serious work. Not, where you have and the other person hasn't. And no, 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 no. This is why I'm saying this message is not for everybody. Absolutely not. It's only for those that, like I said, you cut through illusion. You're very, very highly spiritual, and you have a bigger mission and purpose. Like that. So this is for you, right? Again, use your intuition and your discernment to feel in if your body is sending you the right signals that this message is for you, then it's for you. But so what I'm getting is, for like a handful, majority of us, we walked away from a relationship recently because subconsciously or even at a soul level, this was like all meant to happen. You were meant to walk away from that because it's like your spiritual team or the divine tapped you on the shoulder and it's like they told you it's time. It's time. Like your spiritual mission, your spiritual purpose is now being activated. Yeah, you've done the human thing. Yeah, you lived, your life on earth and you kind of tried to participate in society, even though it never felt right and good for you. But it's time now, right? Which is why you probably most likely experience a lot of things dissolving from your life, a lot of the old things dissolving from your life because you've closed out a lot of chapters and cycles that were meant to. Like it was the time now to close them out, which also meant dissolving the relationship that you were in. So you've done a lot of healing on yourself on many different levels, but we're just going to focus in this video specifically on the relationship aspect. So, like I said, you probably had a lot of complicated, toxic, traumatic, karmic relationships. Yeah, in the past, you just had a lot of like painful betrayals, heart breaking relationships. And the healing that you're doing, you're also healing that part of you. Because for a lot of you, the last relationship that you were in, it might have not been as traumatic as the other ones that you were in, but it wasn't putting you on that higher timeline into your purpose. It was kind of like a, wow, and this is just coming to me. It was like a buffer, a buffer relationship. Almost like to take you away from all the toxic ones so that you can kind of start to begin your healing journey, even though you weren't aware of it. And it was kind of meant to take you into the place that you're in now to start really unpacking and healing and then going on the right direction. It's almost like, I don't know, a ship came to my mind of like you leaving a place that was so traumatic, like it was like a very dark, chaotic place, and it's like a ship came to pick you up, and like you didn't know, you weren't aware that this ship's purpose was to drop you off somewhere else on like an isolated island so that you can heal, so that you could do the rest of your healing. And then the ship kind of like drifted away and left away, and you're like, wait a minute, what? Wait, really? Really? But like you kind of felt like this was coming, right? You felt like this was coming, and when it finally happened, you were just like, whoa, okay. And yeah, you were like on this isolated island and you were doing a lot of healing. Again, on many different levels, but specifically talking about the relationship wounds from all the past hurt, betrayal, and traumas that you went through, and also just like even codependency, right? And always externalizing your validation and your love and your happiness and your joy through another person. You had to learn that on your own. So these last couple of months, you have been coming back into your heart, you've been coming back into your joy, you've been coming back into your happiness, and not looking for it in the external. So you have been harmonizing, integrating, and coming into inner union with yourself because you have been preparing for the last couple months of real, sacred, divine mission union. Like, it's not just a love that, like that it's just about you and the other person and just like any kind of regular relationship. It's not like that. I'm not saying that that's bad, but what I'm saying is you came in here with a mission and a purpose. You came in here to harmonize and anchor frequencies. You came in here to help transition the old world into the new. There is something that you are meant to give to this world to help transition, right? Because it's so interesting because like I'm just being reminded of all the channeled messages that I've done so far, and it's really interesting. They've all kind of led up to this one. So if you've been watching my channeled messages, and I almost did like one separate one for each of them, like this is so meant for you. Like I said, there is a handful of us. It's not all of us, but it's a handful of us that is coming into union with someone else not just for love, but also for purpose and mission. Because what you're putting out there, of course, you're getting started on your own and doing it, but it's more like amplified when you have another person. And so that this person, this divine love, this divine counterpart is going to help you. It's like both of you are coming together to create an even more of a bigger impact on this world. Like both of you will complement each other in whatever it is that you are doing. So it's a person that's going to be on the same level, and they have done their healing work as well. So I've mentioned in a past video, it's like you're being sent your mirror. You're being sent somebody who has literally gone through their own isolation period. They have done a lot of healing work. They have come to their own realization. They have realized their own gifts, their own purpose, their own mission. And now it's like interesting. Like, again, this boat analogy is coming to mind. Yeah, it's like both of you are on two separate islands. And the funny thing is, these islands could have even been like kind of close to each other, but you couldn't see them, right? But you were energetically feeling each other. And the time is actually coming where, where there's like this other boat that's coming and picking both of you up. But this is not like a relationship, right? It's like just think about that. Yeah, this other boat that's coming and is going to drop you off both at like a different island or country or whatever you want to think about, like a different place where now both of you can actually meet, align, and understand like, whoa, you have this mission or goal, I also have this mission or goal. Like it's going to complement each other, and both of you are coming into union with love, but also just a purpose or mission that you are driving forward. So this isn't like any typical kind of love, and what I'm getting is like this is the type of love that is going to make you feel like, what was everything in the past, and what was even that last relationship that you moved away from that was like a buffer, right? Because yeah, it might have been nice and cool and kind of just, I want to say like vanilla, like just like okay, um but yeah, you're gonna like, it's gonna make you wonder like, whoa, this is what I've been waiting for, this is what I spent so long without. But again, from my understanding, it's like it couldn't have come any sooner because you weren't ready then. Like this love, this partnership was not supposed to be activated any sooner, because again, there is a massive shift going on this planet. Like you can feel it and you can see it. If you're here, I trust that you are a person that you know what's up. And yeah, there's this incredible shift going on now, and this union, this relationship, is supposed to help to restore harmony in this world, because like I said, you've come into inner union, you've come into inner harmony within yourself. So now you're gonna like meet this other person who has also come into inner union and inner harmony with themselves, and both of you come together, which amplify that harmony, amplify that union. And if you think about it, it's like when a couple, like that handful of us, all get together with that person, it's like it creates even a bigger ripple effect, and will really, yeah, like this union is supposed to restore a harmony on earth, because of whatever gifts, whatever mission, whatever purpose that you have, both of you are coming together to help amplify that. And it's supposed to serve for the highest good of all. And it's, again, going to be the type of relationship where it's supposed to inspire others and help to remind others of like the path of healing that they need to take, and also what they can have in love, because if we're true and honest with ourselves, relationships and love has also been very much distorted over time. It hasn't been in balance, it hasn't been in harmony for the longest time ever, and you probably are one of those people that have come from like your parents not having a healthy example. Like you did not have a healthy example of love. And so unfortunately you did repeat that because that's all that you knew. But like I said, like you knew that wasn't healthy, but you also felt like you were eventually going to come into this like healthy union, right? Which you are. Like this is your confirmation, you are. And so like I said, so the last 2 or 3 years is very significant for these like buffer relationships dissolving. It could have been a toxic one, but most likely it was like one of those buffer ones, and I don't know why, but that's the word that's coming through. And now what I'm getting is literally from right now to the next 2 or 3 years is a very like significant time period for these unions coming back together, coming back into harmony from now until 2 3 years, because now it's like a very significant time for both of you to collaborate and amplify this mission, this purpose for the world to see. Because again, more things are just going to come up to shake things up, and people are going to need whatever gifts, whatever mission, whatever purpose it is that you have, right? Like they're going to need that. And it's so important for you and this other person to come together to help put that out in the world. And even like what's interesting, and it came into me earlier, it's like some of these, like, so I see like quite a few couples being tapped on the shoulder and like coming together into harmony, coming into union for this higher mission, for this higher calling, for this higher purpose. And also, what I'm seeing is that actually some of you guys will collaborate with each other. So it's like, for example, couple A, right, and couple B somehow cross paths. And because it's a very similar mission or goal, they'll actually come together to help like spread it out even more. So it's going to be a very like impactful and very beautiful time. So just know that this is happening for you. And also, like I said, most likely this is going to be a brand new person you never met, but it's going to be a person that feels like home to you. It's going to be a person that feels very familiar, probably like past life ties, or just someone you've met in like the astral that you've communicated with, and you know that you're coming into union. And for some of you, but I feel like this is a very small amount, it is coming back with a person that was like your buffer person, or a person from the past, but not toxic. Not toxic, okay? It just maybe someone you kind of lightly came into contact with and then it dissolved. And they had to go on their own healing journey as well. So a very small amount of you, it is like a person from the past, but they have done their healing work as well, which is very important. This is your mirror that you are meeting, not another pattern, not another karmic, not another person where it's like, what the heck? I've done so much healing and now I'm back. No, no, no. You left that behind. You closed out that cycle and that chapter of your life. And now it's about this new amplified love. So yeah, that is coming in. Let me see what else I've wrote down, because I was like channeling this and just writing it down. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much everything I just said. Like, just expect the next, from now to the next 2 or 3 years, it is a very pivotal time to come into union with this person. And I have been feeling this energy since July. So it's like you could have just met this person actually. And it's like the union is going to deepen and amplify. But if you haven't, like it is coming in. It is coming in for you. Keep walking the path that you're walking on, which is like the path of the unknown, and keep putting out whatever it is that, you're being called to put out, because that could be a way that this person also finds you, and then both of you can come together to amplify that mission and that purpose. So yeah, this is a very, very exciting time. Just remember to stay in your heart, have an open heart, and keep nurturing yourself, keep giving yourself self love and self care, because that also becomes a magnet for that other person. Because again, you're no longer externalizing your love, your happiness, and your joy in anybody else or in anything else. You found that you've come into inner union with yourself, and because of that, outer union will happen. It will happen. So yeah, I'm excited for you because this really is a love that is going to feel like magic. And yeah, it's something that you've never experienced before because you've never come into inner union with yourself before. You've never come into harmony with yourself before. And it's going to feel new. And I'm not saying that there's never going to be any challenges. No, there will be, but again, it's going to be with more of a evolved person who has also done that amount of work. So it's you both are going to be conscious of whatever challenges you go through. So, yeah, exciting time. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here as this feels complete. Again, as a reminder, I do offer my Akashic reading report, which comes as a PDF, and my heart mapping session, which is a one on one session. All the details and everything is down below, so you can just click and have a look at it. And I also do have a tip jar if you ever are really moved by my messages and you feel called to leave something. It's also just down in the description below. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm excited for you. This is honestly happening, so keep attuning and aligning with your own heart and your own inner union, and it is going to happen. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave this here, sending you so much love, and I'll see you on the next one.